Hi everyone. Today we have Dr. Sunil Job KA, Chief of Academics and Head of Data Science course at IPSR, to give us insights on data analytics. Hi sir, welcome to this discussion.
Thank you, Aishwarya.
In this contemporary world, data analytics is a buzzword in the industry right now. So in layman's perspective, can you explain what is data analytics?
Actually, the data analytics should begin with what data is. The data really means it gives them the facts and statistics about some scenario, some phenomena that has happened. And data analytics is a process of getting deeper into this data and getting some insights or values from the data. And obviously, these insights and values will be helpful for the stakeholders to add value in their decision making. So definitely, these values that we derive from the data will steer their decision making in a better way. So that is the most important significance of data analytics.
So why is it gaining importance right now?
Right now, we know that we are living in an environment which has been saturated with the data. Quintillions of data has been added into the databases from multiple sources. And now we have got the capability of storing this data, and we have got higher-end processes to compile and process this data. And it is not expensive because by the advent of these cloud technologies, we'll be able to hire this system, the infrastructure for processing of the data. So it's not at all expensive. And not only that, we are able to get this machine learning as a service also. So definitely the current situations, the technological enhancement has made it possible to make this data that is commonly used by any stakeholders according to the liking. And not only that, the second thing is that the data analytics is not domain specific. It could be connected with any areas, like if it is the health industry, we can explore the possibility of data analytics, especially for the first-end diagnosis. We can, instead of going into these practices, the first-end this diagnosis could be done by analytics. We know that now we are in this age of pandemic. Each and every time, very high the analytics has been happening, and that is driving our proactive steps. What all thing that we have to do in order to counter the situations. So likewise, in the financial sectors, for fraud detections in the banking area, then in agriculture, and likewise. So wherever there is activities, we can explore a possibility of data analytics in it. So that is the significance of data analytics in the contemporary situations.
So you mentioned about agriculture. Can you give some instances on the major applications of data analytics in the field?
Oh, well, obviously in India, as we know that it's an agricultural economy. So we have got a lot of possibilities of data analytics in agriculture. For instance, this data analytics could give information to the farmers about what will be this year is going to be, whether it is a dry or whether there will be a good monsoon. So what will be the surface level of water, so that they will be able to make strategic planning about their agriculture on what type of crop that they have to depend. So they have to plan their activities proactively. Not only that, if you're going into their these agricultural activities, obviously we know that now there are a lot of viral and fungal infections that the crops has been affected. Definitely, this data analytical possibilities has given an opportunity for the farmers. They can take a snapshot of the crop which has been affected by some fungal infections, and they can upload it into their portal so that by this recognition model, they'll be able to identify what is the issues that what type of fungal attack this crop has been having, and they'll be also giving the recommendations on what are the precautionary steps that they could take in order to get rid of these infections like that. And not only that, recently we have got an app where if you want to test our soil, we have to take it to the laboratory for testing. But now we have got an app which identifies the locations and tell you what are what are the type of the soil that is been there in that particular locations, what is the combinations. What all these crop which will be ideal for that particular soil. Likewise, they will be getting a lot of recommendations. So this is only a few use cases that I've mentioned. A lot of things is been happening. Oh, I'll be just mentioning about one thing that is one application of this data analytics which a farmer has been using for sorting their product. Obviously, it was a machine learning model was been used by a farmer. It is based on Japan. He's been cultivating cucumber. The cucumber there have got different grade in which they can put their pricing. So it will be very difficult for manually to sort out the cucumber and identify the grade. So they have adopted a recognition model where that the cucumber is being made to pass through a belt, and 3 cameras is being set in 3 positions, which takes the photos of these cucumbers. And when it passes through the belt, this recognition model will be able to identify which sort of this cucumber is, whether it is grade 1 or grade 2 or grade 3, and it is helped to filter it out. So likewise, a lot of human interventions could be made easy by this application of analytical possibilities and machine learning. So obviously, agriculture, there is a lot of applications. Okay.
These applications prove that data analytics has a huge scope right now. So what are the prerequisites of entering into this industry?
Well, obviously, the first thing that we need is a passion towards the data analytics. And that is something very common for any venture that we get into. So speaking on data analytics, it is a combination of 3 domains. The first thing that we need is we should have a thorough knowledge about the domain, which we are including in our analytical process. For instance, if we are working with the health industry, we should be thorough with the different activities and processes involved in that industry. If you're going with a business or scenario or marketing scenario, we should be thorough with these terminologies, activities related to that. So domain knowledge is something very must. The second thing that we need is that we should have a knowledge on the mathematical and statistical knowledge. I do not mean that you should be a mathematical genius or you should be an expert in statistics. A minimal knowledge of mathematics and statistics are essential for data analytics, because it is this discipline that make the things meaningful. So the data becomes meaningful in the frame of these statistics and mathematics. So you should have an overall idea on that. And the third component that is essential is the data is something very huge. So you have to, manual processing is very difficult. So you should have a technological knowledge on handling some softwares and even some programming language like Python or R. So these together will give you a better entry into the data analytical approach.
Thank you so much, sir. That was really informative. We'll be continuing about data analytics career in the next video. So thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ashita. Thank you.
Are you confused about what to choose as the next step towards your career? We would love to help you achieve outcomes like this. Contact us and our educational counselors will help you out. If you have any IT related doubts, you may comment below so that we can help you answer those questions in our IPSR Cast series. I will leave the link of the IPSR Cast playlist in the description as well. So, see you in the next video of IPSR Cast. Thank you and have a great day.